And how great did this game turn out to be? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are in Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And what a King Kong versus Godzilla matchup this is going to be when the Colts hand the ball off.
He is incredible. Wow.
Jonathan Taylor is a beast. He would be in the argument for best back even if the King wasn't sidelined. Last week, 185 yards on the ground, 4 scores.
You can't say enough good things about Jonathan Taylor.
And what makes him even more dangerous, he has more than 300 receiving yards so far this season.
Great play design, and how about this? This is going to quiet the crowd down.
And one last Taylor note, his latest performance was against a defense that was holding runners under 4 a carry going into that game. So bring on another D that can boast the same thing.
And it's Devontae Booker.
All that to do that?
Yeah. And no gain.
And better yet, bring on what is a glorious one-on-one matchup between Taylor and Devin White. Because if you've ever heard White mic'd up, you know he's going to want to be the guy that stops Taylor.
Set up the screen for Barkley. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Devin White.
White will, of course, have help, too. Nice when LAVONTE David is that help.
That's LAVONTE David, and he was in man-to-man coverage. He spins around, punches the ball perfectly right here. Bam!
But they'll need help from their front to keep Indy's O-line tied up. They are one of the best in the league, anchored by Quentin Nelson.
A deceptive move, and he's into the backfield and breaks a tackle right there, Poyer.
The Colts' primary objective when they don't have the ball, stop the Tom Brady-led passing attack. Brady on Monday threw 2 TD passes over 300 yards.
One-on-one in space. And Chris Godwin's one of the best runners after the catch in the NFL.
And Gronk finally came back from his injury and produced right away.
Classic Gronk for 35.
But Brady had to labor for those yards. He was under 7 yards per attempt. Rating was under 90. That's back-to-back games that's happened. And he threw an INT for the 3rd game in a row.
Attempt the 50, it hops up into the air, and it's picked off. It's a Dory Jackson.
He was in sync with Chris Godwin.
6th catch for Godwin tonight. Gain 18. And the Bucs are humming now.
And Mike Evans led the team in yards and scored.
Mike Evans is 6'5", 231 pounds. If he gets you on his back, it's touchdown.
But Brady threw his way 11 times. He only connected with him 6 of those.
Brady. Too low that time for Evans.
But their passing game is their preferred mode of transporting the ball, so that's what the Colts have to try and slow down. And the good news for them is their defense just played another pass-first team, and they shut down Josh Allen, picking him off twice, holding him to just 209 yards on 6 yards per attempt.
And tipped again, and picked off by Moore on the ricochet.
That's back-to-back good showings for them against the pass, which helped get their overall numbers closer to middle of the pack.
Blocked by Williams. Allen going downfield. Intercepted and picked off on the play by Odom.
They could use a big game from DeForest Buckner. They don't want Brady having time to sit there and scan the field, but so far this season, the Colts have one of the lowest pressure rates in the league.
You put the ball to the outside and the timing of it, as soon as Dick turns around, he knows it's going to be on top of him. He's able to get both feet down.
And that would appear to give Tampa the edge here. No team has allowed fewer sacks than they have. Brady was just hit 3 times last week.
Brady, quick throw, and there's Rob Gronkowski, 8th different Buccaneer.
So now we're to his counterpart, Carson Wentz, who was sort of taking a back seat to Taylor. That was certainly the case against the Bills. He only threw the ball 20 times, only 106 yards, just 5.3 yards per attempt. Taylor averaged more than that on the ground. But Wentz didn't throw any picks, threw for a score, won the game.
Oh, and they got him on stride. It's hit. First down.
It's been a few weeks since he's had a sparkly type game, but he's compiled a solid stat line for 2021.
Wentz going for the home run downfield. Michael Pittman high points the ball. Touchdown!
Tampa's defense just got done dominating Daniel Jones, 4.4 yards per attempt, 2 picks.
It's Daniel Jones. Just threw it right to the Buccaneers.
Their season digits have gotten better as they've gotten their guys back from injuries.
Once again, tips, overthrows. That's how defensive backs live.
They usually get plenty of help from their front. The Bucs sacked Jones twice, hit him 9 times.
1 catch on the night, and 3rd and 5, and Jones will be taken down.
And they have one of the best pressure rates in football.
Got guys like Cam Hill and O'Connor getting pressure.
Yeah, I mean, when the pocket gets assaulted and gets collapsed like that, you have no shot.
But remember the guys we talked about who opened up holes for their run game? They've also done a great job keeping Wentz upright, tied for 6th fewest sacks allowed.
Blocked by Smith. Down the middle they go, and it's caught on the play, and a good grab by Michael Pittman.
If Spicoli were watching this game, he would call it totally gnarly, bud, because it most definitely is. Lay down your predictions in the comments section. We'll splash them across the screen.